What brand name is actually 100% worth spending more for? Crayola. Rose art crayons have haunted me since I was a child. Till the day I pass. Rose art crayons are like trying to color with a candle. Wow, yes. Feelings to words. I'm a frugal bastard, but I swear by Dawn dish soap. It gets fleas off pets, grease off tools, soot off brick, oil out of clothes, and is a key ingredient in lots of homemade cleaners and garden chemical mixtures. To add to this, for any parents of newborns or babies still having blowout poops, hand washing those clothing items with Dawn and warm water will literally take the stain out and preserve the clothes. Soaking in a bucket of water and white vinegar works quite well too. I always pay the little extra for a Bic lighter over the cheap transparent ones. They rarely break and they're more ergonomic. They also last forever. I've maybe managed to keep one long enough for it to become empty once or twice. Smoking will get you through dozens. They've been getting less full in recent years as well. As a smoker, I could make one last almost a year, now it barely feels like a couple months. Every time you light your lighter, it gets a little lighter. Until it gets so light your lighter won't light. The difference between a Hippo and a Zippo? One is really heavy, the other's a little lighter. Pilot G2 pens. Agree. My dad actually orders his with a .38 tip. He loves the flow, doesn't smudge as much. 0.38 are my favorite. I don't use anything else. Cuts like a knife though. I write a lot on carbon copy and it'll cut straight through. As a lefty, Zebra F402 pens. Fine point, no smear, no pressing hard to get a clean line. Since I discovered them I can't go back to other ballpoint pens. As another lefty, Uni Jetstream pens are the same, they dry instantly so no smearing and they don't skip at all. Uniball Jetstream. Such a good pen. Also good for people who push their pens instead of pull them. The concept of pushing versus pulling has GMFU for the past few minutes. Thank you for the mini existential crisis. KitchenAid stand mixer. I've had mine for over 10 years now, use it at least once a week and takes a beating during Christmas time and it still works like a charm. Any paints. House paint, car, boat, trains and planes. Usually the higher the cost, the better the paint. Love Sherwin-Williams Emerald Products as house paint. Used to sell paint and I can confirm, always buy the premium brands unless you want to spend all day painting the same walls 20 times. Customers always bought the cheapest paint we had and complained that they needed 5 to 10 coats to cover a wall. Former painter here. The hospital that I work for would only purchase Glidden paint. I'm here to testify that you get what you pay for there. And preferably? It's Sherwin-Williams or Benjamin Moore. Painted my entire house, literally, the walls, baseboards, trim, doors, and cabinets, with Benjamin Moore and it looks so good. It is self-leveling and dries so beautifully. Although it is kinda spendy, worth it. When we moved in, the paint jobs in some of the rooms was horrendous, streaky, chipping everywhere, and the previous owners left a bunch of the remaining paint cans. It was the bottom of the shelf paint that you get at Home Depot, bare? I think. I also painted my entire house with highest quality Benjamin Moore paint that they make. That was 20 years ago. I'm here to tell you that you will get tired of the color before the paint wears out. Worth every penny. Faber-Castell. High-end outdoors gear, Arc'teryx, Patagonia, etc. Sometimes that extra bit of insulation or reduced weight can mean the difference between life and death. Can I add Osprey backpacks and darn tough socks? A little higher upfront cost but, real, lifetime warranties. Darn Toughs are my very favorite socks, and I've been rocking the same Osprey pack for 15-ish years now. Osprey's customer service is always stellar. Stanley stainless steel vacuum thermos bottles. I have one that holds a 12-cup pot of coffee that I bought at a neighbor's estate sale 30 years ago and it was probably 20 years old then. It still works exactly as promised. I did have trouble cleaning the coffee crud out of the bottom of it until I saw a Eloise hint on this. Fill it about 13 full of hot tap water and drop in about 4 denture cleaning tablets and let it sit overnight. You wouldn't believe how clean it is after that treatment. Wow. I had no idea this would take offline this. Thank you. I thought you want to have a look at my old Stanley vacuum bottle thermos. Ticonderoga pencils. I'll write a whole 10-page essay by hand with one of those babies. My engineering teacher did an entire lesson on why they are the best pencils ever made. I'd watch that lesson. Don't cheap out on appliances. I got a Bosch set for my washer dryer, and so far they've outlasted 3 sets of my father-in-law's LGs, Samsungs, and another one I don't remember. People complain appliances don't last as long as they used to, and while I don't disagree, it's often because they buy the cheap models. Pyrex glass cookware and food storage containers. I've had cheaper things crack on me, lids break. But Pyrex lasts forever. In all honesty, Tupperware. My mom has some Tupperware containers that are almost as old as me and they are still in good condition. It's rare that I can find plastic containers that are even close in quality and durability. Are they those orange, yellow, and pea green bowls with lids that fit tight enough a nuclear blast couldn't get them off? #X200B. Also, everyone has the yellow pasta strainer. My mom bought that pea green strainer before I was born. I swiped it when she and my father divorced. Never letting that bad boy go. Dawn dishwashing liquid. I haven't found anything else that works as well. 3 meters Post-it notes. Making an adhesive strong enough to stop the notes curling up at the edge and falling off, but weak enough that you can remove and replace them at will, seems to be outside the skill set of every other company. When my daughter was a baby, I put a 3 meters Post-it note on our door that said, "Please don't ring doorbell." It lasted 6 years, stuck to our front door in Alberta without ever falling off. I finally took it down last year when my younger son stopped napping. Ha! That's nuts, you should email them. They probably love to hear that. I actually thought about contacting them at the time and then completely forgot about it. Maybe I will one day. Not like it's a big deal if they don't respond to an email that will take me about 3 minutes to write. Bra. I never had one fit me properly until I was fitted at Nordstrom and then handed a $60 bra with a size I didn't know was even made, and it fit like a glove and was comfortable and it made my boobs look good. Edit. Thank you to Dimpletown for suggesting I edit this comment to add the brand, which is Natori. They make my 30DD over-the-shoulder boulder holder. Also, all the silly and ridiculous individuals who comment about pics for proof, please reference the first 2 adjectives in this sentence. Ziploc bags. Duck them store brands. If you're in Texas, try the H-E-B store brand freezer bags. They feel more sturdy and close better than Ziploc. Ha ha, you beat me to it. I think a lot of H-E-B brand products are superior to mainstream ones. Nice try, corporate. You'll never get a secret survey from me. Big Crayon is rolling out their army of Reddit shills. Dawn dish soap army is here too. Shimano Ultegra bicycle components. Works smoothly. Reliable. Can't complain. They make damn good fishing reels too. Q-tips. I don't know what all the other brands and generics are doing, but I swear their cotton to stick ratio is always off. Too pokey or too soft. Can't be just me. The Q in Q-tip stands for quality. All cotton swabs say you shouldn't use them in your ear for liability purposes. They all know that's pretty much their primary function. They are really good for cleaning tech though, especially with some rubbing alcohol. Or with some vinegar to clean the battery contacts in your remote controls after your cheap-ass Kirkland Signature AAA batteries leaked in every single one of them. Not that I'm still sore about that or anything. Carhartt socks. I am super picky about my socks. If they're too tight, my feet sweat and get cold. If too loose, they bunch up in my shoes as I walk. Too thin and they're useless in winter. Too thick and they are too tight when I'm wearing shoes. Carhartt produces several socks that are perfect, especially for winter. Loose enough to let my feet breathe, not too thick to feel uncomfortable in my shoes, and no bunching as I walk. Have you ever tried Darn Tough? They're from Vermont and, funny enough, have a lifetime warranty. Knipex hand tools. Milwaukee Power Tools.